Joining us now, Democratic Governor of Connecticut, Ned Lamont, part of a group of Northeast governors who invited Canadian premiers to a meeting in Boston to discuss the impacts of President Trump's tariff. It's good to see you, Governor. You have noted that Canada is Connecticut's top trading partner. So let me just ask you about your state. What's been the impact?
All this on again, off again talk about tariffs is really bad. We're a big aerospace. We make jet engines and helicopters. A lot of that is back and forth between Canada and Connecticut. You put a 25% tariff, all of a sudden the cost of an F-35 jet engine goes up, hundreds of thousands of dollars. And also we import a lot of energy from Canada. So we have high electric prices. I don't want to do anything to make them more expensive. That's just what tariffs would do.
I want to play for you some of the moments from President Trump's face-to-face with Canadian Prime Minister Carney yesterday in the Oval.
Well, we don't do much business with Canada from our standpoint. They do a lot of business with us.
Is there anything he could say to you in the course of your meetings with him today that would get you to lift tariffs on Canada?
No.
Why not?
Just the way it is.
We are the largest client of the United States in the totality of all the goods. So we are the largest client of the United States.
Does that complicate, Governor, efforts like yours when the message from the president, who is the one setting tariffs, is basically to diminish their importance?
Tariff war is a war because it hurts both sides. There are casualties on both sides. We're so fortunate to have Canada as our neighbor. It's the longest peacetime border probably in the history of the world. And we have a lot of trade back and forth. It benefits Canada, it benefits America, and it benefits Connecticut. It's really going to make our lives difficult if we can't get the jet engine parts we need to keep building the jets.
So what's the conversation you and the other governors want to have with Canadians?
Well, hats off to Maura Healey, governor of Massachusetts. Will be convening in Boston with all the New England governors. It's good for us to work together. We work together a lot when it comes to energy, for example, and work with the Canadian premiers. We've done this before. You know, energy is a big topic because they've got a lot of carbon-free hydropower, and we need it. So that's a topic number one. Little we can do as governors when it comes to Donald Trump's tariff policy, but we can tell the premiers that we want to work with them any way we can.
You've mentioned some of the big ticket items, aerospace, energy, but I also want to show folks some recent headlines from our NBC affiliate in your state, which includes small businesses struggling to navigate tariffs from gift and decor shops, wedding caterers, wedding dress businesses, as well as just everyday citizens' growing concerns over grocery prices. Can you say to your constituents, Governor, not just that you're fighting for them, but you have some hope, you have a chance, you think, to get something done?
Look, affordability is the number one issue in the last election and the coming election. That's a lot related to inflation. And let's face it, tariff is a six-letter word for tax. It's driving up the price, driving up the price of food in the grocery stores. There's going to be less supply coming in from overseas. That will be driving up prices as well. So the only assurance I can give our folks is we're doing everything we can as a state of Connecticut to hold down costs and make this more livable. But the headwinds coming from Washington, D.C. do not make our lives any easier.